Glad to see you guys like that thumbnail. Holy shit. Yeah, that was something. I'm kind of surprised you didn't see it before. Did you see where that came from? Like, who actually made it? It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. That's coming up here in a quick second. Man, good to see you guys. I don't know. You guys know I like the whole celebrity, meme coin, whatever the hell we're calling this phase of, of crypto right now. I love it. I love Iggy. I love the mother token. I love all of it. Our boy VB does not love this. Dude's so bummed, quite unhappy with this cycle's celebrity experimentation. Like, dude just doesn't like the financialization as the final product. I don't know. Henry brought up a good point yesterday. What is Ethereum? But financialization of everything as a product. I don't know. I get where he's coming from. Part of it feels icky, but man, you start talking about stoner cats is maybe the right way to do it. Dude's stacking L's lately. What can you say? But guys, that thumbnail came right from Mother herself. She's got a killer team working for her. You know, in a land where memes reign supreme, what do you say? But yes, mommy. That's so freaking great. By the way, Mother this morning, up to $170 million market cap. This coin is the real deal, guys. It really is. And I'm sorry, but personally, I could see this from 5 mil. It felt different. You never know with these kind of people if they're going to rug you, if they're just gone the next day. You don't know, but something felt different here. The way that she was talking, obviously I know it's a team. It's not her. It's not her, guys. The hand clap video, it's not her. But the way they've been talking and running their socials and truthfully giving up other avenues that they've had, giving up the OnlyFans stuff, making this their focus, tells me this coin is different and their whole goals, their agenda here is different. This is the real deal. Again, almost $170 million market cap now. I think this is going much, much higher. Are we going to see our first ever billion-dollar celebrity meme coin? I certainly think so, guys. I really do. And by the way, tomorrow, Thread Guy, Iggy Azalea, podcast going live. Can't wait to see that. Dude's fantastic at interviewing. He's really grown his chops. Like that a lot. Gets the biggest guests in the world here. So looking forward to this. Should be a hot one. Can't wait. Diving into crypto this morning, guys. 71,000 Bitcoin. I saw some calls for Bitcoin to hit 80,000 by the end of this month. It's feeling like we're just coiling up towards that. So I'm on board. I buy into that. ETH at 3,800. Solana 172. How's BNB looking after that all-time high? Pretty much right on par there. $706 for that sweet BNB token. What a wild thing that is. We'll take a look at meme coins over in Chain Reactor. We're just looking at the majors here. ETF inflows yesterday. Again, a big day of them. 488 Bitcoin in inflows. None of the ETFs were in the negative. Up to 1.5 billion in inflows just this week. I believe this is our best 10-day stretch or so we've seen to date. A lot of money coming in these ETFs. Like we talked about yesterday, a lot of money leaving through other avenues. People hedging their bets here, but at some point, this is really going to pop off. These guys who are making these investments, playing both sides, really do control this market. It's a bummer. It is what it is. We all knew this was coming eventually. It is here now. Van Eck, guys, raised their price prediction on Ethereum by 2030 all the way up to 22,000, and that is not even their bull case scenario. Their bull case scenario has Ethereum, guys, at $150,000. Look, if we get to that scenario where Bitcoin hits $1 million, ETH at 150K makes a lot of sense. Do we get there? Who knows? Certainly hope so. Really bullish price predictions, though, coming from Van Eck. Quick peek at Runes. Again, we'll get deeper into this in Chain Reactor. That's coming at 10 a.m. Eastern time here. But I don't know. We're kind of just treading water here. Dog can't seem to crack that $1 billion threshold. They have a Giga Spaces coming up. I think it's today. I need to double check this, but I think today. Hopefully trying to get a little pumpy during that hour long or however long that space is going to be, but pump this over $1 billion. We'll see if it happens. But until they cross $1 billion, a lot of these other runes are just going to be treading water too. So at this point, I got some positions in RSIC. I got some Leroy Jenkins. Those are all either flat or down at this point. So, yeah, I picture that's the way runes are going until Dog does cross that $1 billion mark. And, again, in my opinion, just a matter of time for that. Taking a look at the NFT market, like the past few days, down in the red, but barely. I still call this flat, down just 0.09%. The Crypto Slam 500 NFT index measuring the value of the NFT market, again, just basically flat right now. Looking at sales, and let me zoom in here a little bit just to see, just get a little better perspective on this. Okay, that's a little better. There we go. Like to zoom in for the whole calendar year here. Yesterday, sales taking a little bit of a dip, 18 million. That is cross-chain sales. Unique sellers falling, unique buyers, total transactions, all of them down yesterday. Trade profits, yes, again, still in the negative. Pretty darn consistent here, though, in the right around 200,000, about 250,000. So nothing crazy here, but still, I'm looking to cross the million in the positive, and it has been a long, long time since we've seen that. I'll tell you at the end of this segment here, at the end of this morning update, I'm starting to see a little, maybe some bullish indicators in the NFT side of things, which is great. I'm excited for that. We'll get to that in a quick moment here. Looking at who's moving the market. Moon Girl, again at the top of the leaderboard here. Really want to do a little digging into that and the why and how real is that, but there they are at the top over on Polygon, followed by Guild of Guardians Avatars, CryptoPunks, D-Market, General Ordinals Collection, Pudgy Penguins, those puppets falling all the way to 7. Bored Ape Yacht Club, Node Monkeys, and Runestones rounds out your top 10. Without seeing it, I'm going to guess that Bitcoin's our top blockchain by sales volume. Let's get down there and see. And it is not. Wow, it's actually Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum our top blockchain by sales volume, followed by Bitcoin. Polygon, though, leapfrogging Solana. I like Polygon. I like the underdog, so when I see them leapfrogging the big boy Solana, I'm kind of rooting for them, right? Got a love-hate relationship with Polygon, but again, I root for the underdog, so right now, rooting for Polygon. Top sales here in the past 24 hours. Bunch of CryptoPunks, guys, and more than one under 30 ETH. That's been a big conversation lately, right? CryptoPunks falling under 30 ETH for the first time in about 3 years. So we're seeing multiple sales at that level, but more recently over 30 ETH. So going to peek into that collection. Maybe, again, we'll save this for Chain Reactor, but I want to see if we're starting to see some support, some people rallying behind the collection, buying them up. But again, we see a few of these more recent sales at 32 ETH, 33 ETH. So again, we'll keep our eyes on that collection. My gut feeling, though, is we fall into the mid-20s there. So, of course, we'll be keeping our eyes on that. I don't know if any of you guys are Prime holders, but Prime coming from, what's the game? I'm telling you, my head is still so foggy. Prime coming from the game. You guys know the game I'm talking about. Anyway, you can now stake your Prime, and you can tuck it away for, hang on, I'm looking at the comments. Somebody's got to tell me. Parallel. It's from Parallel. That's what it is. I'm telling you guys, the foggy head's wild. But yeah, anyway, Parallel Prime holders, you can stake. You can choose 30 days, or 21 days. You can choose 180 days. You could choose 3 years for an 85x multiplier on your prompt token. And I see some big whales like Dingaling who are doing exactly that. They're tucking away their Prime. They're not going to see it for 3 years. Getting some sweet prompt out of it. Probably going to be a big play, a very smart play. Just a feeling. Can't base that on anything, but seems like that's going to be a big old payday for those guys. Guys, some big wallet updates yesterday. The Coinbase Smart Wallet is now live. You're not dealing with a seed phrase anymore. I believe you can even use biometrics for this too, but making the onboarding process easier for, non-Web3 native people, right? So smart wallets, yes. Magic Eden also dropping their mobile wallet yesterday on iOS. It is going to, it's coming to Android really soon here, they said, in the next couple of weeks. So they gave out some downloads for it. You still do need some type of beta or invite code to make it work. So kind of confusing. You could download it, and in theory, I think maybe you can't use it at all till you get a code. Again, interesting. I don't know why you release it that way, but regardless, Magic Eden mobile wallet, live for some people. Guys, Blast. We have about 3 weeks until the Blast TGE. I know a lot of people looking forward to it for a few reasons. One, injecting a whole bunch of liquidity into the space, but two, a lot of people feel like they're going to stop farming at that point. Like, farming just is not fun. It's just not. I don't do it. I know people who do it, and again, can't wait till it's over. With that said, if that TGE is man, if it puts enough money in people's pockets, they're going to keep doing it for season 2. So we have that to look forward to. But big news here is, man, dApps need to distribute their gold right now before, June 25th here. TGE is on the 26th, but by June 25th, the dApps got to distribute all the gold they're holding. I don't know if they lose that opportunity to distribute it, which to me would almost be a death sentence for these dApps, right? If they got all this gold and they don't distribute it to their users, those users may not return to those platforms. So keeping our eye on this. But man, TLDR here, a lot of money is about to be thrown around in that Blast ecosystem. A lot of guys I see here, I'm looking over the names. I know a lot of you guys are in that ecosystem, so hoping all you guys get a nice payday here. Getting to that comment I said about NFT collections and just feeling a little something, we had this Blastin' Pepe's collection over on Blast that sold out. It's a 10K edition collection. Not exactly sure the mint price, but pulled in 656 ETH. It's a lot of money, right? We haven't seen big mint outs like that in quite a while. Now, that is fully refundable, right? If you minted, you can get your money back. So I think people are more free to spend, given that you're not out anything, in theory. They're just, in a way, farming gold. But great sign to see a pretty big collection mint out and bring in that kind of money. Again, we need to see those kind of things stacking, build some momentum in the NFT space. But I feel like it may be coming, guys. I do. For whatever reason, I feel like it may be coming. Maybe part of the bigger art sales last week, right? We saw the Die with the Most Likes collection sell out, do well on secondary. Those little things start adding up. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to pull this up on screen, but I'll tell you that over on the Xcopy sales bot, I'm starting to see activity pick up there too, and some of those are pretty decently sized sales. So just feeling a little something in NFTs right now. This is on my radar as well too. Dune 404, this is a Animoca backed ERC 404 collection, right? Remember, this is the fungible token and non-fungible token, like hybrid kind of token standard. So again, backed by Animoca Brands, launching on Magic Eden. This will be on the base blockchain. I'm trying to get this, and I want to see if I can get some whitelists. I don't know how they're doing whitelists, but I would love to see if I can get some whitelist either for this audience or for the Chain Reactor audience. If you guys have been tuning in and following along for a while, I'm a big fan of the ERC 404s, the DN 404s. I think the token standard is super exciting. I think it adds a really interesting gamification to NFT collections. Something there makes sense. Access to liquidity through the fungible token, and the collectability of the NFT plus the benefits, perks, whatever you want to gate through your NFT. I love it. The first one backed by Animoca. There's something to this one. Keeping my eye on it. Certainly keep you updated on any developments here in the Dune 404. Love it, though. Guys, this is a big deal. This is relatively new. I have not seen this making the rounds yet, but World of Women is partnering with Tezos. Now, they haven't given any concrete plans as far as what exactly they're doing over on Tezos, but there's just some kind of natural organic fit. Tezos, we all know, is this very artsy chain and very maybe socially conscious. World of Women feels very aligned with that. So World of Women now building in the Tezos ecosystem on, I need to read through here and get the exact name of it. I don't want to say it wrong here, but Tezos now has this EVM. What is it? A roll up? There's a name for it, and I'll probably find it in the article I have right here. Hang on. Whatever the name is, they have some kind of like EVM compatible. There it is, right there. Etherlink, right? So the Tezos Foundation, I think they've built or they've partnered with somebody who's built this Etherlink. It's an EVM compatible, non-custodial L2 blockchain powered by the Tezos smart rollup tech. A lot of words to say. This thing now bridges the gap with EVM chains, which I think is awesome. World of Women coming to Tezos brings a little more, OG NFT credibility to the chain, and they have been lacking that. They just certainly have been. Big move for the community. I think a big move for Tezos. Interesting stuff. We'll keep our eyes on that as well. And then finally, guys, MoonPay laying off 10% of their staff. It's about 30 people. They have a staff of about 300 people. MoonPay's got a lot of money, guys. So this is not a move out of desperation. It's just kind of a realignment. It's just kind of tightening the belt, making sure they're structurally sound, have a great foundation. So, laying off 10% of their staff. But again, years of runway. They've got a lot of cash on hand. So, no comment about MoonPay itself. It's one of the strongest, I would say, Web3 entities, if we want to call them a Web3 entity. But, guys, there's your update. Again, we'll get deeper into all this on Chain Reactor that's coming up on Slam X here at 10 a.m. All these topics, much more. Hopefully getting our guest on today, too. Should be fun. And if Henry is live on Spaces this morning. We'll be tuning into that to listen in the background. Maybe when he's done, he can also tune in here too. Let's run through some comments real quick. It's great to see all you guys, by the way. DeYank, good morning, sir. Choina, Tickle, hope your eyes are doing a little better now. Dude, her team is so good with the memes, right? Like, she is excellent. She is freaking excellent. Man, so good. By the way, guys, make sure you're liking the videos and share them and all that good stuff. It helps a ton. It really, really does. Yeah, any little love you want to throw on the videos, again, super, super appreciate it all. Marty, great to see you, brother. A link to Henry's Chinese... Tobias, let me see if I can find that real quick. Should be a good one, though. I'm excited to tune into that. And what else we got? Oh, yeah. Hey, thank you, Marty. A blast multiplier. Choina, you may have to send me a link about that. I didn't quite catch it. Maybe I did, and it just glossed over and it didn't click. Tickle, I listened to a bit of it. I didn't catch anything specific. I noticed that with a lot of Quantum Cat spaces, like, man, they're long. There's some meat to it, but I never catch what's the takeaway. What's the TLDR? Like, it was a lot of, like, what I caught is, yeah, OpCat, people building, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's coming this year, but I didn't catch any specifics. So, yeah, super curious. Was there anything, like, very specific he said that man, I guess something a little more tangible? That's been the one thing that's lacking all along. Just, like, excuse me, like, tangible, man, items in the roadmap or, you know, things like that. I know we talked about, and this wasn't on yesterday's Spaces. It was maybe the one from the prior day, but getting the community back into the building process. Like, that's what the next step is. When people said, hey, where's the conversation even happening around OpCat? It's like, it's not happening anywhere in, you know, particular. It's just kind of a thing. It's just, it is what it is. Man, it's just, I feel like they got to tighten up the info stream. And, you know, again, yeah, there's just something kind of lacking. It's just tricky to follow along and know what matters and what are the milestones. And again, maybe it's because there are none. It's just, it's going to happen when it happens. Boom, all of a sudden it gets enabled because enough people have, like, implemented OpCat in their testnet, you know, kind of products. I just don't know. And they're not very clear on it. Anyway, there's a link at least to Henry's tweet. Henry, Tickle, I'll DM you after. I want to get see if you got any quick takeaways from that. But anyway, guys, that's what was bullish. Hang on, what is this? I don't even know what that is. So, oh, gotcha. Okay. I mean, see, again, it's they have great conversations, but again, anything tangible that comes from it, it's like, no, it's like, it's just, it feels very hands-off, and that's the maybe one thing I don't like about Quantum Cats as a holder. It's all like, hey, guys, people are doing stuff they're building, and if and when they do this and they get this thing, you know, forked in, you guys are going to benefit. And it's like, great, what are they doing? How can we keep up on what they're doing? You know, what are the milestones in what they're doing? How can we help? And there's just, it's nothing. It just feels like we're very much along for the ride and not like an active participant in it other than the quests. But I personally would like to be a little more involved there. Anyway, guys, hope your morning's great. See you at 10 a.m. over on Chain Reactor. And then we got the afternoon show coming up as well. So a lot coming up today. Should be a fun day. We'll see you guys later.